lost their last 4 here, conceding 11, scoring just 1 in that run. Threlkeld, who is a surprise inclusion in that Plymouth starting 11, having fractured his fibula in a League Cup tie in the opening month of the campaign. And here's the club's only available right back. And Fleetwood looking to build here and taken inside the penalty area by Devante Cole, but Plymouth see it to relative safety. Here's Bolger. To Amari Bell. Played at Threlkeld. He'll get another bite here. There was talk in advance of this fixture that due to the shortage of right backs that Derek Adams might have lined up with a back 3, but with Threlkeld able to take his place, Derek Adams able to stick with a back 4. Here's Bell. Ryan Edwards, who's celebrating his 24th birthday today. The gift he wants most of all is 3 points for Plymouth Argyle. Another heavy back pass to Kyle Leathern, and he's let Edwards know about it. Dempsey. And Louis Coyle. Is there for Plymouth. And Nathan Pond safely back to Alex Cairns, and what a servant Nathan Pond has been for Fleetwood Town. He's played in 7 different divisions for the club through the course of 6 promotions, a feat recognised by the Guinness Book of World Records. Dempsey shifting it wide to Coyle. Dempsey is offside. Two wins, 2 defeats on the road for Fleetwood this season. I want Northampton and Bradford, and the performance at Bradford in particular was an eye-catching display. And that is the kind of performance that Uwe Rosler is looking for here in Devon. Blissett. It's a good run this as well. Looking to cut it back. Fleetwood have managed to push it away to safety, and there's a break on here with Bobby Grant. Misplaced pass towards Jordi Hiwula. Ness. Wild. Carey. Too high for Blissett. Well, he has been there, seen it and done it in the colours of Fleetwood. Longest serving player, he joined them in 2003, Nathan Pond. Songo. Wild's flick, finding Blissett. Wild again. To seek out Jervis. Away by Bell. Dempsey. Bolger taking the direct approach, and there's no flag either. Hiwula was very nearly in. The man on loan from Huddersfield. Threlkeld combining there with Jervis. Carey. Well, it was the right idea to try and play the ball into space, but Louis Coyle was able to pounce on it. Hiwula, watched closely by Songo. He was a key part of that Plymouth back line Jan Songo. Wild was fouled. Started in Celtic's youth team, Greg Wild, but made the switch to Rangers and left them voluntarily when Rangers went into administration. Joined Argyle this summer. Threlkeld. Sarcevic. Carried through the legs of Glendon. He's managed to push it on to Wild. He'll have a strike. Really good effort from Greg Wild. Plymouth being proactive here. Carey starts it, kept it alive. And Greg Wild with the shot took a slight deflection off Kian Bolger. It's Bolger heading away. Blissett laid off the Threlkeld. And Cairns able to drop on it. And Fleetwood quick to get on with things. Kyle Dempsey for Fleetwood. Coyle. Amari Bell. Wicked delivery. Glanced away only by a short distance by Edwards, and Coyle unable to hit the target. And what a fine campaign he's having, Louis Coyle. Opportunity for him to get regular first-team football. Well, Uwe Rosler knew from his time at Leeds. Blissett rising. Ramped away by Bolger. There's Sawyer. Glendon. Fine campaign for Fleetwood last year. Finished fourth in League One, got to the playoffs, but lost to Bradford in the semi-finals. This their fourth consecutive season at this level and sixth in the Football League. They'd never played higher than this in their history. Plymouth returning to this level after 6 years away, having finished runners-up in League Two last season. Edwards with eyes on this. Threlkeld looking for the run of Jake Jervis, asking rather too much of him. Been with the club a couple of years now. Jake Jervis rattled in 13 goals last season. And Derek Adams, who has received the backing of the chairman, James Brent, despite the recent run of results. 7 defeats in 9 coming into this, and only one change made for that EFL Trophy game in a week. In his programme notes today, Derek Adams saying he wanted some sort of continuity in the team, and they did get victory against their Devon rivals Exeter, winning on penalties, came from behind twice in that game as well, so they'll be hoping that has restored a bit of confidence. Here's Coyle, away from Sawyer. The manager to sling over the cross, headed out by Threlkeld. Dempsey was there. This is Bobby Grant. Bolger. Glendon. Coyle trying to give Sawyer the slip again, and he's managed it. Amari Bell coming onto this. Couldn't direct it on target. Crunching tackle from Ashley Eastham, but it's Plymouth on the move. Oh, it was a nice idea from Graham Carey. Last season's Player of the Year, Graham Carey. Signed a new improved deal in the summer, which delighted the Plymouth supporters. 15 goals as well from midfield. And there is James Brent on the front row of the director's box with the glasses and the black hair. And club put out a joint statement this week from the manager, the chairman and the goalkeeper Luke McCormick, trying to rally the fans and get them behind the club despite their current predicament. This is George Glendon. He's played it into an area where Amari Bale usually is, and he's sprinted onto that ball as well. And Threlkeld, good defending from him, managing to shield the ball behind. Well, Uwe Rosler was considering asking the chairman to get a flight down here, but they flew to Portsmouth earlier this season, lost 4-1, so Rosler quite openly saying, well, how can I go to the chairman and ask him to stump up for airfare for the team when we got thumped 4-1 the last time they were on the south coast. It's been a long bus journey down for them. Sarcevic. Ness finding Wild. Now Carey in a promising position, looking for Blissett. Well, Cairns, I think, just did enough, but only just. Dempsey. Cut out by Sarcevic. Well, that was an opening for Plymouth Argyle. It's got the crowd going too. Stolen back by Sawyer. Ness. Songo. Now Ryan Edwards. Blissett. Jervis. Gets caught by Glendon. He knew that challenge was coming in, Jake Jervis. Well, George Glendon, a former captain of Manchester City's elite development squad, was on loan initially with Fleetwood, but joined permanently in January. But these are the kind of situations that Plymouth need to make the most of. Carey goes short. Lifted in by Sawyer. Edwards is up there, free header. Songo. Laid off for Carey. Edwards. Threlkeld. Fired straight at Kyle Dempsey. Well, it's been a very positive start from Plymouth Argyle. Trying to get the ball in the box as often as possible. A foul throw against Oscar Threlkeld. Well, Alex Cairns called upon a few moments ago, having to race off his goal line. Ball comes in from Carey. And between Cairns and Ashley Eastham, they did what they had to. Sent high by Eastham. There's a push in the back of Jamie Ness by Jordi Hewula. Blissett unable to hold the ball up. Here's Sarcevic. Sawyer. Now Blissett. Tried the flick, but Carey had already made the run. Ness. Gary Sawyer. Wild up against Dempsey. Sarcevic bends one in with pace. Nathan Pond able to clear. Hewula. Devante Cole, who scored in each of his last 4 away games for Fleetwood. Driving at the Plymouth defence here and then losing sight of it. Carey switching play for Threlkeld. Lovely part of the world this, but the difficulty is for Plymouth is to attract players to come and live down in this part of the country. Threlkeld. Sarcevic. Pushed onto Blissett. Threlkeld over the top. Sarcevic was in there, but so too was Bolger for Fleetwood. And Argyle trying to keep the pressure on with Jervis. It's a tester for Bolger. And talk about the difficulty in recruiting players. Derek Adams has been given the balls back to try and strengthen the club if he can. Using the free agents market. He's looking around for new players at the moment. Carey. No way through that time. Edwards. All given away. Glendon. And Jamie Ness did well to retrieve it. Too firm from Threlkeld. Plymouth with only 1 win in League One this season, and that came against Charlton in their first home game of the season. A 2-0 win. Jake Jervis got a couple of goals in that one. And so it's been a downward slide since. Now they're propping up the entire division. Here's Bobby Grant. It's a cracking ball out to Coyle. 2 strikers in the middle. And Devante Cole prevented from getting there. Steered behind by Ryan Edwards. Devante Cole, I'm sure, was licking his lips when this cross came in from Louis Coyle. Edwards able to hook it behind for the Fleetwood corner. It's gone short to Amari Bell. Glendon pulls the trigger. Hooked away by Carey. Back hit by Dempsey. And the header from Hewula is deflected behind for another corner. Well, that one was heading wide, but Gary Sawyer wasn't to know. The danger that followed, Plymouth managed to deal with. They've got a corner to defend here. Taken by Glendon, very deep. Kept in by Bobby Grant. Songo sticking to the challenge. Dempsey. Well, that'll be cut out by Weil, but not convincingly enough. This is Louis Coyle, whose shot is charged down by Gary Sawyer. Weil picking the pocket of Louis Coyle, but again it's been given away cheaply. Glendon. Eastham. Now Bell. Faced by Jervis. He's away from two Plymouth defenders, and now a third. Bobby Grant slings it in, 5 straight at Sarcevic. Bolger. Coyle. Another wicked ball in. And it's Songo away. Well, this is a good spell from the visitors. And Plymouth at the moment struggling to clear their lines. Dempsey for Devante Cole, jinking and twisting and managing to find a way through. His side down. Well, Devante Cole trying to claim that that challenge took place inside the area, but it's just outside by a fraction. It is the right call. It was Threlkeld with the challenge. Only just outside the box, mind you. Well, Glendon and Dempsey are the two men over this Fleetwood free kick. Nathan Pond making his way into that Plymouth penalty area. It's Glendon, straight into the wall. Ball clearance, here's Dempsey, 5 straight at Songo, but there is a break on here for Argyle. Led by Carey, inviting ball over the top for Blissett. Just tried to take it on the inside of Amari Bell. He's dealt with it very well. Still feeling the after effects, having had the ball smashed at him. Jan Songo, right in the chest. Come a long way here, Alex Cairns. Uwe Rosler not happy that he did so. Here's Bolger. Sarcevic sliding in. And a free kick given away by Sarcevic. Amari Bell. Jervis with the touch. And both Amari Bell and Devante Cole not on the same page there. Amari Bell, who started with a plaster over his nose, has now got rid of that plaster. Entirely sure what he's managed to do to his nose, Amari Bell, but his nose is exposed again. Devante Cole's flick, brought down by Harula, away from Edwards, and swept away to relative safety by Gary Sawyer. front two are very lively for Fleetwood, and both are very quick. Jordi Hawula, brought in on loan from Huddersfield, having spent last season on loan elsewhere in West Yorkshire with Bradford, scoring 9 goals. Glendon's corner. Dempsey trying to attack it. Louis Coyle will attack this. Not one of his better efforts. But he is revelling in that role as right wing back. He is a full-back who likes to get forward, so this system that Uwe Rosler plays really suits him. And Uwe Rosler has played with a back three all season. Bobby Grant's header. Cole. In a scrap with Sarcevic. And conceding a free kick. He's got 3 goals in his last 4. Devante Cole. Jervis. Bobby Grant challenging with Sarcevic. Just 5 points for Argyle this season. And 5 red cards, which is some achievement, really. Unheard of, 5 red cards in their first 11 games. Sonny Bradley completes his 3-match ban today as Gary Miller starts one. There's a late challenge there from Devante Cole. Threlkeld dumped on the deck. Just a brief word from the referee in the ear of Devante Cole after that challenge. Sawyer going to ground now, or rather Graham Carey. Under that challenge from Amari Bell. So this free kick is every bit as good as a corner. We know that Graham Carey has quality in that left boot. And Argyle need him to deliver here. The keeper didn't need to get there in the end. Clear by Pond. Dempsey. Hawula's touch, looking for Cole, did well to keep it moving. Hawula once more. Cole ahead of him. Amari Bell joining in now. Chipped to the far post, out by Songo. And sent further on its way by Jervis, held up by Blissett. Carey was expecting a foul out of Nathan Pond, but the referee has allowed it to go on. Glendon. Hawula looking to exchange with Bobby Grant. Oh, that is a foul. I don't think there can be any question about that one. Graham Carey, the offender, didn't get the ball. Just got the legs of Glendon. And every time that a Plymouth player makes a challenge like that, Derek Adams must be fearing the worst given their recent lack of indiscipline. Sent in by Glendon. Leather and Kane, big shout as well from the goalkeeper. Blissett's flick. Cairns needed to take charge. A bit of arguing going on back there in the Fleetwood defence. They were a little hesitant to take control of that situation. Somebody needed to. Because Plymouth have got a corner from this. Sent in by Wild, it's deep, too deep. Shake of the head from the Plymouth manager Derek Adams, whose father was a prominent figure in football, George. Well, here's one for the chat in the pub later on. His father, George, was Sir Alex Ferguson's first ever signing as a manager for East Stirlingshire. And the father and son combo came together at Ross County. They won the Scottish Cup together. Easton trying to steal a few extra yards here. Frolkeld wins it. Carey. Jervis. Possibilities here, perhaps. Cairns coming, dropped it. Got there in the end. Came through a lot of bodies there. Alex Cairns. Slips out of his grasp. Eventually dropping on the ball. Been pretty good away from home, Fleetwood. Only 3 defeats in their last 18 league games on their travels. Sent skyward by Sarcevic. Flicked on by Devante Cole. Hawula's in here. Leathern coming out. Might not be able to do anything with it. Cleared off the line by Ryan Edwards. How crucial could that be come the final analysis? Here's Amari Bell. Gets the shot away. Leathern spilled it. It's a very slick surface. Well, a corner, I think, has been given. And Leathern making his case, saying the ball did not go over the line. Well, Leathern furious. There's a shot from Amari Bell. Did it cross? I don't think it did. Well, if Fleetwood were to get a goal here, Plymouth would be left well and truly fuming. It's tossed in high. Easton was up there, hooked away by Songo. Coyle bulges up there, so too was Pond. It's gone Plymouth's way anyway. Oh, Fleetwood coming the closest to breaking the deadlock. Hawula just pokes it beyond Kyle Leathern. Great covering from Edwards to keep the score at 0-0. And both managers losing their cool on the sidelines as well. Uwe Rosler and Derek Adams being separated by the fourth official. He's got quite a job on his hands as the fourth official to keep those two apart. Dean Hume is the man caught in the middle. That's Uwe Rosler. unhappy with certain things that are going on out there. Hawula. Good challenge from Songo. Carey going long this time. Wild chasing it down. Bolger beating him to a complete miss kick. Wild up against Coyle this time. Carey, finesse. Carey's delivery is a good one. But Jervis couldn't do anything with it. Sarcevic. Brave header from Bolger. Sawyer putting the ball straight out of play. He was trying to find Wild out on the left-hand side. Well, he has calmed down a little bit, Ray Rosler, in the last couple of minutes, but before that, fairly heated exchange with both the fourth official and Derek Adams. The Plymouth manager is not the kind of bloke who's going to back down quickly either. Sawyer. Jamie Ness. Jervis. Threlkeld on the overlap. Can he get there though? It's a great challenge from Amari Bell. Another player who was attracting interest before the window closed. Well, Plymouth are getting into some good positions, and they're in one here with Sarcevic. Jervis looking for Bliss here, and kept in play, is it? No. Argyle corner. Jervis delivers, and Carey was at the back post. He's trying to claim another one, but it's fallen on deaf ears. He's got a case. Seemed to head the ball off Kyle Dempsey. Difficult one, in fairness, for the officials to spot. Still nothing to separate these two at home park. Dempsey. Grants. Threlkeld's challenge, an unfair one. And Fleetwood get on with it quickly, and Threlkeld has hobbled away from that challenge as well. This is Amari Bell. Well, this could cause Derek Adams a major issue. Threlkeld is Argyle's only available right back. And after making that challenge just a moment ago, he's struggling now. Stretches there as the ball is played. You can see he's got a problem. He's only just come back from injury. And Threlkeld will be desperate to carry on. It's an opportunity for him to stake a claim on a more regular basis. Thankfully, it looks as though he will be okay to continue. Still walking gingerly off the pitch. Easton. Coyle having to backpedal to get there. And Sawyer takes it from Dempsey. Greg Wild on the surge. Oh, he's in full flow as well. There's a car coming here. It'll be yellow for George Glendon. First booking of the game. Terrific run this from Greg Wild. Just getting clipped by Glendon. Threlkeld. Given away by Jervis. Bobby Grant trying to get Devontae Cole on the move. And he's got goal side of Threlkeld. He doesn't appear to be moving that well, I have to say. Pinched back by Sarcevic. Threlkeld definitely has a problem. Launch long towards Blissett. Derek Adams arguing he's being held by Nathan Pond. And the officials agree. Plymouth could well have to make a change before long, because their right back is struggling. And there's the foul on Blissett. There's a wrestling match going on there. There is Threlkeld. Carey. Nobody there. Penny for his thoughts right now. Doesn't look too impressed, does he? We have got in some promising positions, but that final ball has been sadly lacking so far. Bobby Grant switching the play for Coyle. Taken down beautifully. Bolger. Coyle again. Bolger plays it in flats. Dempsey looking to get on the end of it. Songo was there first. Can he prevent the corner? No, he can't. Just the minutes added on at the end of this first half, which looks destined to finish goalless. Sarcevic. There's a foul in there as well. Well, Plymouth are still yet to score a first half goal in the league this season. There's a late piece of drama here. So there's a foul conceded by Blissett. And there goes the half-time whistle. Fleetwood came the closest to scoring. Hasn't exactly been the game littered with chances, but Jordi Hurula poked towards goal. Looked as though it was going in before the intervention of Ryan Edwards, who made a crucial goal line clearance. Plymouth have got into some promising positions, but have lacked that quality in the final third, really. And at the break, it is all square. Plymouth Argyle 0, Fleetwood Town 0.
Please make some noise as we welcome back our team.
Hello, this is Paul Walker at Home Park with your 10-second countdown to commentary restarting. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hello and welcome back to Home Park. No goals for Plymouth and Fleetwood at half-time, but Plymouth, unsurprisingly, forced into a change here because Oscar Threlkeld, who picked up an injury in that first half, hasn't been able to carry on. So Aaron Taylor-Sinclair will come on here to make his league debut. A Scotsman who joined in the summer after his release from Doncaster Rovers. He is on. And they've had to shuffle the pack here by the looks of it. Aaron Taylor-Sinclair playing at left back and Gary Sawyer operating at right back. No changes for Fleetwood, who almost broke the deadlock in that first half, but for a goal line clearance from Ryan Edwards. Still waiting for the first goal to arrive here. Plymouth, bottom of League One, no wins in 9. Fleetwood having lost 3 of their last 4. Not looking to put pressure on the top 6 positions. I have to say, at the start of the second half, the weather is filthy. Rain is sweeping in all directions. It's a fair wind out there as well. Here's Bolger. Pond. Amari Bell. Glendon. Coyle wanting it out wide and receiving it. Dempsey. Pushed through to Devante Cole, but cleared by Taylor-Sinclair. Blissett going down, but no foul. Eastham. Bell, who had a series of forays into that Plymouth half in the first half. And the Fleetwood left. Bolger rather slammed the ball into Louis Coyle, which made it difficult to control. Blissett trying to win this, but given away to Dempsey. Bolger's ball over the top. Brought down by Devante Cole. And Songo getting his body in the way. Really well defended that. Used his strength there, Jan Songo. And tied it up here by Bolger. It is why he's so important at the back. I have to say, though, despite Plymouth's dismal run of form, the togetherness still appears to be there. Still quite a tight-knit group. And that is one of the few positives that still exist at Home Park at the moment. They have to try and dig their way out of the trouble that they're currently in. Bolger, the former Southend man. Coyle looked impressive in the first half. It's not a good ball to Devante Cole. Taylor Sinclair. Carey unable to take it in stride. Hiwula has come the closest in this game to opening the scoring. Dempsey. Hiwula on the move and well covered by Songo again. He's played under Derek Adams before at Ross County. Ian Songo, he can play at the back, he can play a defensive midfield role as well. And Plymouth require. Here's Carey. Wild overlapping. And Bolger, no nonsense. Sarcevic. Sawyer. Blissett. Holds it up well. Brings Sawyer into proceedings. Here's Jervis. Sawyer swings it in from deep. Cleared by Pond. Is there a handball? Certainly looked like it. It's a free kick that's been given. But just before that, the ball did appear to hit the hand of the Fleetwood player, George Glendon. Still in a good position, though. In defence of George Glendon, I don't think he knew too much about it as the ball bounced up and hit him. Carey and Jervis over this set piece. Certainly Graham Carey territory, this. Dinks one in and beaten away by Cairns. Kept alive by Sarcevic. It will be a corner. A wonderful try from Graham Carey. Lovely strike. Give Cairns credit for the save. But Carey does brilliantly to get it up and over the wall. And Cairns responds with a very good stop. Wilds corner. Bolger is in there where it matters for Fleetwood. And Cole's clearance charged down by Jamie Ness. Blissett seems to have taken a knock. And there was a shout for handball here against George Glendon. Didn't quite see it there, but the ball did appear to bounce up and hit him on the arm. He'll be a relieved man now. $8,064. There's the crowd in here. 139 have made the long, long trip from Lancashire. Argyle here given a free kick, a foul on Graham Carey. Ashley Easton bundling him over. A sign there of Graham Carey's intentions. What does that mean? We're about to find out. He was looking for Ryan Edwards, I think. And Fleetwood escape unscathed. We had enormous success north of the border. Derek Adams had Ross County to 2 promotions, and the Scottish Cup, beating Clyde on penalties, and of course bringing Plymouth up from League 2 last season. Very different challenge on his hands now. A long way to go in this season, but Argyle will be too well aware that they could find themselves adrift if this run of form continues. Flicked away by Pond. Dempsey. It's gone behind Amari Bell. Hit long by Eastham. Hiwula caught offside. They are lining up a change here. Aidan O'Neill about to come on for Fleetwood. 19-year-old Australian on loan from Burnley. And he will come on and replace George Glendon. He has had a little taste of Premier League football, Aidan O'Neill. Played against Liverpool last season for the Clarets. But spent a fair chunk of last season on loan with Oldham, helping them escape relegation. Blissett beaten in the air by Bolger. Songo. Grant is there for Fleetwood. Amari Bell, chance to run here at Sawyer. Looking to drive on the outside, good challenge from Gary Sawyer. In his second spell with the club now, started here initially. 8 years played in the Championship for Argyle as well. To smuggle that one behind for a Fleetwood corner. Taken quickly, here's Bell. O'Neill with a striking chance. Flag raised here on Hiwula. Started his career with Manchester City's youth academy. Geordie Hiwula, former England under-19 international. Uwe Rosler now in his 4th job in the Football League, having had spells at Brentford, Wigan and Leeds prior to taking the Fleetwood job. Won exactly half of his 56 league games coming into this one. Sawyer. Jervis. Carey. Can Jervis get to the return? Well, Carey was caught as he played that ball out wide. He's not happy with the treatment that he appears to be getting. Eastham, who stands on his foot. A chance here, though, to test that Fleetwood defence. Played into Jervis this time. He's got there ahead of Amari Bell. Carey. Edwards will do well to keep that in play. One of the players who's seen red this season, Ryan Edwards, he was sent off in the home defeat by Blackpool last month. Was a scorer in the week though, in that Checkatrade Trophy success over Exeter. Actually had a loan spell with Fleetwood 4 years ago. Cairns. Slowly creeping his way forward. He did that in the first half and felt the wrath of his manager. Very highly rated when he first broke through at Leeds United. Alex Cairns has travelled around a little bit though. Went to Rotherham and Chesterfield, didn't feature for either of them. Bolger. Coyle making the run for him. There's a solid campaigner is Cian Bolger, former Republic of Ireland under-21 international. Arrived at Fleetwood last year. Long by Sawyer. There's Bell. Cut out by Edwards. Grant playing the ball off Jake Jervis. Well, these two meeting at this ground for the first time in over 4 years. Fleetwood won on their last visit by 2-0. David Ball with both goals. He scored twice in the first 12 minutes in that one. And Plymouth, I'm sure, will be pleased to see David Ball having left Fleetwood this summer, considering he scored 3 in 4 previous meetings between the two clubs. David Ball now at Rotherham. O'Neill being hassled by Carey. Jamie Ness. Sawyer stepping clear of Herula. Taylor Sinclair. Edwards. No quarter given in this game. Has been a scrap, as Uwe Rosler predicted it would be. And the assistant's flag has been raised over on that far side. And Argyle given a free kick. We've had several now, but haven't been able to do anything with them. Nathan Pond given a yellow card. A bit too far out, you would think, for a shot. Carey having a chat there with Jamie Ness. What has he got up his sleeve this time? Lifted in towards Blissett. Pond able to clear. Back in by Ness. And Songo waiting for it to drop, but so too was Alex Cairns. And the goalkeeper making sure the ball was his. Plymouth really need to try and get something from this, when you bear in mind that league leader Shrewsbury come here next week, and then it's a tricky trip to Blackburn. Blissett with a lovely flick, and Wild on the surge here. Jervis making an entry into the box now, but As Cairns once more. Good play down this Argyle left-hand side. And the cross from Wild was too close to Alex Cairns. Songo tussling there with Devante Cole. Devante Cole here trying to sniff out a chance. It's not a convincing clearance away. Sarcevic tries to deal with it. Getting it back from Dempsey, it stayed in. Tied it up by Sinclair. Oh, Sarcevic losing control. Bobby Grant feeding a lovely ball through for Hawula! Calm and composed, wonderful finish. Fleetwood in front. But it came from an Argyle mistake. But what you can't do is put yourself in a position like this, because Geordie Hawula will punish you. It's a lovely ball through, and the finish is an excellent 1-2. Sarcevic with the error, and Bobby Grant slips it through, and Geordie Hawula nets his 4th league goal of the season to heap more misery on this Argyle team. Plymouth 0, Fleetwood 1. And Derek Adams has responded by making a change straight away. Ruben Lamiras is on to replace Jake Jervis. Summer signing after being let go by Coventry. Fleetwood, a goal to the good here. And Plymouth Argyle chasing the game. Now here's Hawula, real spring in his step, having scored that goal. Wonderful finish from him. Just opened out his body and put the ball into the top corner. Kept his nerve. Dempsey, his goal side of Ness. Giving him the slip as well, and Songo heads away. Well, now we'll see what kind of character Plymouth Argyle have got. Coyle. Challenge it from Wild. Argyle throw. But for those 139 Fleetwood fans who've made the long trip down to Devon, they'll be delighted at the sight of that from Geordie Hawula. They got a great view of it, the Fleetwood fans, behind that goal as well. Almost scored in the first half, but for a goal line clearance. But now he has his goal, and Fleetwood have something to hang on to.
Stay in the middle. Don't come out. Let Kai do it.
Such a animated, passionate man, Uwe Rosler. And despite being a goal to the good, he will know that they can't afford to rest on their laurels here. Sarcevic, whose error led to that Fleetwood goal. Hooked away by Coyle. 4 successive Man of the Match awards he picked up recently, Louis Coyle. He has been a star performer for Fleetwood. Wants to get forward from that right-hand side position. Olivier Rosler, who took Fleetwood to the playoffs last season, hoping to make another challenge this time round, and if they can see this job through, it'll be a step in the right direction. Blissett, good play. Crowd appreciate that. Here's Carey. Receiving the ball from Sawyer. And he's turned Easton. There's a poor attempt, really, from Jamie Ness. And he knows it. Well, what can he do to turn this situation around, Derek Adams? Vante Cole. Oh, he's scampered away from Songo. His strike partner Hawula's in there. Oh. That really was moving. Had that have been on target, that possibly would have taken the netting off the goal. But as it is, it's gone fizzing over the top. He's furious with himself that he's not at least at the target there, Jordi Hawula. It's a let-off for Plymouth. Who at 1-0 will feel they've still got a chance of taking something from this. They need to show a bit more invention, a bit more craft going forward. Bobby Grant. Hassled by Sarcevic. Cleared by Edwards. He thought his chance had come here to get his second of the day. Just couldn't keep it down. Amari Bell looking to make a burst for the line. Cardiff City apparently were quite keen on Amari Bell before the transfer window closed. Player who began at Birmingham, had several loan spells away from St Andrews before joining Fleetwood a couple of years back. A scuff ball from Bolger. Might let Argyle in here, but Wild is dropped to the floor. Card coming, I think, for Kian Bolger. He has been carded. So 2 of the Fleetwood back 3 are in the referee's notebook, as Bolger joins Nathan Pond on the yellow card list. Graham Carey is surveying the scene, but he's got Lemaras and Ness there with him. Lemaras now standing on the side of the Fleetwood wall. It's Carey, 5 straights at Jordi Hawula, and there's a foul by Vante Cole. Carey bends it in. Blissett was making a run to that far post, but didn't get on the end of it. At the moment, you have to say that pinching a goal off a set play is Plymouth's best opportunity. In open play, they've not been able to create anything, really. Songo. Brought down by Huwula. Sawyer turning it forward. Pond with the header out. Mopped up by Sarcevic. Now can Carey find a way through? Not quite. Linares shifted wide to Wild. Taylor Sinclair on the overlap if he wants to use him. He tried to, but got it wrong. Steered away by Bolger. Straight back to Wild. Challenge going in from Coyle. Foul by Dempsey on Jamie Ness. Argyle, I think, wanted the yellow card to be produced for Kyle Dempsey there. He's having his name taken down now. There is confirmation of the yellow card from referee Craig Hicks. Clipped in by Carey, looking for Songo. Comes to nothing again, which, from a Plymouth Argyle perspective, is hugely disappointing. Just haven't made good use of set pieces. And Wes Burns is about to join us. And it's the goal scorer, Geordie Huwula, who departs. Takes this goal extremely well. Just lifts it beyond Leatheran and into the back of the net. And Wes Burns, who himself was a goal scorer in midweek against Morecambe, has come on to replace him. Former Bristol City player, Wes Burns. Looking to get immediately involved. Devante Cole, push through for Dempsey. Cole once more. Dempsey was wanting the return. Coyle kept in, and he's found Dempsey. Nicely worked. Oh, Coyle draws the foul out of Ness. He knew exactly what was coming there, Louis Coyle. Really good build-up play. A testing situation here for Plymouth. Pond, Bolger and Eastham, the back three, have all gone forward for Fleetwood. Sent in by Dempsey. Bolger back across. Whistle had gone. Leatheran's got his hands on it anyway. Blissett. Ramirez. Good challenge from O'Neill. Burns bundled over by Ness. Well, Fleetwood won't mind about that. Won't mind too much about the stop-start nature of this contest at the moment. Now that they've got their noses in front. Just gives them the opportunity to kill the game a little bit. Bolger takes. You have to say it's difficult to see where an Argyle equaliser is coming from in this. They've only scored 7 goals all season and they've conceded 20 now. Coyle. Now, can Burns do something with this? Songo read the danger. Goal kick. Well, Plymouth's winless run is about to move into double figures. Unless they can do something pretty special in the time that remains. Bolger has been excellent back there today. Burns. Oh, bit of a stumble from Cairns. And Nathan Blissett wasn't too far away either. Bolger again. Bobby Grant. Well, this is good game management from Fleetwood, just keeping the ball. Not doing anything too risky at the moment. Grant. Hacked away by Edwards. And met with a few moans and groans as well from the Plymouth faithful. Given away by Taylor Sinclair. Coyle down the line and Burns going across and Songo first to it. He's been a busy man today, has Jan Songo. Put a big shift in. Burns. Dempsey. Well, the frustration no doubt growing for the Plymouth supporters because Fleetwood just camped deep in the Argyle half at the moment. Flag up here on Burns. And a change on the way for Plymouth Argyle. Alex Fletcher making his entrance, and Anthony Sarcevic makes way. Only 18 years of age, Alex Fletcher. Made his debut in the FA Cup against Newport last season. It's his 5th appearance as a substitute this season. Over the top it goes, and Devante Cole challenging with Leatheran, and credit the goalkeeper, did well. Here's Amari Bell. Lemira sticking with him and taking the ball from him. Carey. Edwards going long. Now Taylor Sinclair. Lemiras. Touch a little heavy. And Devante Cole has emerged with it. And making a beeline for the Argyle penalty area, and look at him go. Forced wide by Sawyer. He was a little unlucky there. He was convinced he'd earned his team a corner. It was a great run though. Should it have been a Fleetwood corner? Yes, it should. A late one by Burns on Edwards. So this is a gritty performance from Fleetwood now. And they got themselves in a winning position. Really are digging in. Looking solid at the moment. And very difficult to break down. He knows they're not there yet. You can see that from his body language. Sawyer's free kick. Oh, Bolger almost headed it straight to Alex Fletcher. Sawyer again having another look, aiming for Blissett. Good knockdown. Fletcher on the end of it, giving Pond a problem. Crack straight at Blissett. Rossler is kicking absolutely every single ball on the sidelines. If he's not barking at his defenders, he's barking at the strikers. Burns will put Songo under pressure. Oh. Neatly done. Calmly done. There's O'Neill for Fleetwood. Taylor Sinclair for Plymouth. Bolger. Closing the door. Anyway, will do for Dempsey. Well, a great deal of distance on that kick from Leatheran. Burns still coming back from an offside position. It's a better kick. Had a one by Pond. Kept in by Amari Bell. Grant. It's reached Devante Cole. Burns trying to stay onside. He'll look across the line and see the flag raised. Not long left now in this one. Plymouth 0, Fleetwood 1. Taylor Sinclair spotted a gap, found Blissett, who finds Carey, and Taylor Sinclair tried to take it on, but without success. Here's a man under pressure. James Brent giving him his full backing, but for how long? as I mentioned earlier, did a great job to get Plymouth back at this level for the first time in 6 years, but with each passing defeat, the pressure mounts. Here's Wild. As we've seen this season, patience can wear thin quickly. Taylor Sinclair's throw, looking for Blissett, leave it on, Fletcher's in there in the mix. And Fleetwood can break, Burns. Devante Cole is the man making the move through the centre. And Burns here, I think, might have done a little bit too much. Tries to whip the ball in, he's won a corner, but he did have the opportunity to pass it through to Devante Cole, who was screaming for it. And you can see he's making that point now to Wes Burns. We're hearing there'll be 4 minutes added on at the end. Time is precious for Plymouth Argyle to try and rescue something from this. Dempsey's corner, Bolger with a free header. Cleared out by Ness, collected by O'Neill. Bell.
Yes, Amari.
No mistake, if Fleetwood win this, it's a big 3 points for them. 3 defeats in 4 ahead of this one. And notoriously, it is a tough place to come this, given its geographical location. But the worrying aspect for Plymouth Argyle is they are struggling here this season. This will be a 5th successive home defeat for them. And there is the 4 minutes added on. Bolger's header. O'Neill flattened. And Graham Carey. Talking to David Lucas, the goalkeeping coach at Fleetwood. Said they did try and break the journey up yesterday. Stopped for a bite to eat, train just south of Bristol. But I'm sure the journey will fly by on the way back if they leave here with maximum points. Aidan O'Neill helped back to his feet. It's been that kind of game where they've had to scrap for everything, Uwe Rosler's team.
Keep the channel open.
And so far so good. Bolger's free kick. No one really to aim for. And Songo lets it go. Brought down by Taylor Sinclair. Again, not a great deal of thought behind that ball forward, just played into an area. Has at least got Argyle up the pitch. Needs to be more quality on it, though. Taylor Sinclair hurling one forward. Here's Burns. He's away from Ness, and look at Amari Bell. Sprinting forward, Devante Cole wanting it played square. It's Amari Bell himself. Brilliant finish. It is all over now. Terrific goal from Amari Bell on the breakaway. And Plymouth Argyle are bang in trouble. This will make it 10 games without a win and a 5th successive defeat at home. Amari Bell finding the bottom corner. And Fleetwood will leave here with all 3 points. Plymouth Argyle 0, Fleetwood Town 2. He had a lot to do here, Amari Bell. Placed by Songo, put it through his legs and out of reach of Kyle Leatheran. Fletcher at the other end for Plymouth. Oh, the Argyle fans now streaming for the exits. This is Carey, who's challenged by Amari Bell. It is an Argyle corner, but they are leaving in their droves.